Well, I find myself 200 days into this, and I've lost about 65 pounds total so far. Um, Kept thinking over the last month or so, last 2 weeks, even more. Really wanted to record videos and just record my progress. Lots of regret wanting to have started filming this earlier, but that's one of the big things with this is I didn't want to regret not having started losing weight. So I figured I can pick up my journey from here and records where we're at. So, like I said already, 200 days, about 65 pounds. Just this past week, finally got a chance to do a very short little bit of jogging, and nothing hurt, which was super exciting. Just made me really happy. And really got me excited to plan out and want to run a marathon. That's kind of the end goal. One of the big things for this started just this last week, calling this my freedom journey. One of the big purposes is I don't want to feel trapped by my body anymore. I started at just over 350 pounds. Um, My mind is extremely capable. I love learning new things. I love doing new things, but I frequently found myself incapable of doing new things because of my body. And I decided to just start. And not doing it for anybody else, just doing it for me and my future self. And I want to be able to look at my son and say, I'll race you to the house and kick his ass. And we might get to that point sometime soon, but also just show him what it looks like when somebody puts in effort over a long period of time and what you can achieve when you do that. Um, that's been a super hard, difficult thing for me to learn, and has been one of the things that I've really focused on trying to learn and accept through this process. I'm sure that I'll share more from my future self as to all the reasons as to why I did this, but one of the big ones is I turned 39 this past May, and I had kind of been trying to start some things starting in April, but finally got serious and wanted to be the person that turned 40 and had been doing this for a year and didn't want to be the person that turned 40 and regretted that I hadn't started again. Um, Through lots of different diets and stuff, and just everything was just didn't work out for me. There's lots of diets out there turn food into the villain or the bad guy. Carbs are bad, fat's bad, sugar's bad. All these things are like super bad for you and poison to you. But none of that's really true. To to lose weight, truly, it's just calories in, calories out. What are you burning? Track everything. Get yourself in a deficit. Keep up with it over a long period of time, which is the hard part for me, and the weight will slowly come off. So I've been rebuilding my relationship with food, learning that certain foods aren't bad. Everything's okay. It's just in moderation, and relearning and my relationship with the scale. Um, that's been one of the biggest struggles. Seeing that number jump up and down like crazy. Even knowing, like, mentally that it's not the actual weight, it's things like sodium and water and what's in your gut and delayed digestion and those kinds of things. It still doesn't help seeing that number just sit there for several weeks in a row and then suddenly jump down. So I'll be checking in with you guys next at the beginning of December. That'll be right after a big bunch of Thanksgiving meals, so we'll see what the scale does through that. I don't plan to go and eat like crazy. I just plan to stick to this and continue to do my thing. I'll eat the same foods as everybody else, but just control my portions, um, and track everything as I have been in MacroFactor, actually. Been a huge help to me because it adjusts and just shows the science and the data, and that's it. I don't need anything else. I don't need something judging me, popping up on my phone. You didn't check in, like all this stuff. Like, it's been really helpful. But see you guys next time.